#1. I run BGE forever. Do the dad nigga foot to the pedal. I run BGE forever. Do the dad nigga foot to the pedal. Nigga said 50 Cent done got fired, allegedly. He mad at Jay-Z. He always mad at Jay-Z.
And then we opened up in Burbank. So we have the Burbank. We got about 10,000 square feet in Burbank.
Jim Jones. Everybody be catching the scrub. Jim Jones. Everybody catching the goddamn straight. Fredo with the beat team. He done put out a freestyle on this nigga. He done put out a freestyle and a goddamn interview. Dame, and he got a TV show out. Dame might be the hottest nigga on the internet, man. Pause.
And then we wanted a resort. The whole purpose is for independent, like-minded creators in different verticals to be able to collectively share. I consider it collective economics. So if you're a podcaster, then you have the ability to have a studio in Chicago. Oh yeah, also we're about to open up in the Bronx as well. You know, like, I don't know if this is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building. So again, it has nothing to do with Jim. He just happens to be a tenant. I guess he worked out a deal with the landlord for some equity, to give the landlord equity, and the landlord would give him 17,000 square feet. And then when he got in there, he decided to pay, instead he wanted to pay rent. And I guess he didn't pay it. Only reason why I know this is because now I'm, actively speaking to the landlord about acquisition.
You should beat up the landlord, Jim Jones. He letting everybody know your business, man. 50 Cent. You showing 50 Cent how far you is behind the rent. You showing Dame. You just wanted equity, then now you want to pay the rent. But you can't pay rent. Shit's crazy work. You should have just gave the nigga the equity, man. Nah, I know why he changed his mind, because 50 Cent was gonna take the equity and buy from the man and own the show and the building. So you really was gonna be working for him, so he tried to switch it up with it. Let me pay rent. Then he didn't pay the man no rent, so the man locked the door. And Jim had to go around kicking the motherfucker down. Huh? Almost hurt his leg.
And I was meeting with him about buying the building. And he was telling me, I'm like, well, who's the tenant? So he's like, Jim. I'm like, damn. And then he was like, I got him evicted. He showed me the paperwork. And I was like, that's fucked up. But I still have to do my business.
You gotta beat up the landlord, man. He ain't gotta show them niggas your eviction notice, guy. He ain't had to do all that, bro. Do you not know these is Oxford?
So if this deal works out, we'll also be opening up the CEO Country Club in the Bronx. Ben and Charlie, but Ben actually brought the deal. So they're the young generals from Harlem. So I feel like they'll be more in control over there, as well as other people in my family. And also I'm going to open a school for the OSG over there as well. So there's that. And in this country club, it's $1,000 a month for everyone, but for principals it's free. And they can bring their kids to do school anytime they want. So kids don't have to learn and be uninspired in front of a graveyard like they are at West Side High in Newark. They have the opportunity to come and be inspired and be taught the right things on their terms, of course. So I've been out here for about a week, thinking, closing the deal, going through, because it's 180 acres. there's buildings and all over. It's like a little town. So you can't just, you have to live in it. Pause. So I've been living in this shit for the last week, talking to contractors, negotiating the deal, talking to different creatives, as well as doing creative things. So Dennis is here. He runs Detroit for movies. He has a 50,000 square foot facility, and he makes about 50 movies. He's made about 50. He does about 10 a year. So now we're trying to bring together our own DreamWorks. So all the independent filmmakers, now we got studios everywhere. So we're talking about our slate right now. And then I have, painters, artists here, Not Your Muse, a person that I've been watching and been showing in my galleries for years. And we're talking about artist residencies. She's doing her first residency in October, where she's going to choose 10 artists, let them paint up here for free, make 3D furniture, and then we're going to tour it in all the other facilities, do a TV show, an album, all the verticals, clothing line. And then,
To the art? I do a TV. Damn, nigga. 3D
Nikki
furniture?
Licky's here, and she's pivoted more toward being an artist because we found out about the chemical that makes her a little dark that she can't control. And we're going to put all of that into the music to get that chemical going. And I'm like, Booster's here from Detroit, and Ben was here, and they fell asleep. So I was like, fuck it, I'll make a hit record. And I'm actively, having fun because I was looking for anybody to say anything. I didn't care who it was in a rap about my teeth, the first person. And I was going to make them the Huckleberry. That's why I did all this. I thought it would be Cam. He talked about it, Fredo, but I toasted him already. He's a clown. By the way, he's such a victim. He with people, makes records about people, and when someone says something back, he says, everyone's talking about me. If you talk about the Don, and I'm not talking about Farrakhan, I'm talking about me. When you talk about me, I'm saying something back. You make whack records about me like Dusty and dumb stupid shit that no one listens to. You even tried to pay people to do a dance. It still won't kick off. You are whack now. You can't do nothing. And I know Nicolette's better than you. I know everyone on my team is better than you. You better not dare make a record. I dare you to come make an album, Fredo. I dare you. I'm better than you. That's how whack you are now. Your teeth are too big, so you can't pronounce any of your words anymore. But either way, being that Jay wanted to be the Huckleberry to say something about me, now I got jokes. So I saw Oskino laced him up with a hit record. And again, that's what you're supposed to do. When you say something about a rapper, the rapper's supposed to respond. And what y'all been calling gossip, with me actually saying someone's name, calling them out for a fair one, y'all call that talking about somebody. That's me calling you out. Me telling everyone I can say whatever I want and you won't say shit. You're gonna call Bleak. You're gonna call Noriega. You're gonna call Charlamagne, who's allegedly the gayest on the radio. Gayer than Jason Lee, allegedly. You're gonna get Fat Joe. You're gonna get Steve Stout. You're gonna get Leo Cohen. And
That nigga said gayer than Jason Lee. Allegedly. Damn. That's pretty. That's allegedly. That's pretty gay, man. Allegedly, that's. I think allegedly you couldn't get gayer than the Jason Lee unless you Foster Santana type shit. I think that's all. That's the next level.
I have fun with Paws destroying, not to say destroy, but the banter is fun for me. But now there's no one left. Even I think you got 50 allegedly. I even think you've been paying allegedly Chris Brown, allegedly the lawyer, to sue me so that you could have reasonable doubt because he didn't gain nothing from it, allegedly. But I'm going to be looking into that. But now it's just me and you. What are you going to do, Jay? Now I'm challenging you to every single thing because you've been with me for so long and you've been pretending that you're that guy and you're not. You should have never said my name. We can play games. You can snap. I really want you to give me a real good diss record if you still can. I want you to write it. I want you to perform it on your own. Or you could have Bleak with you, and he's not your little man's anymore because he weighs too much. He's your heavy little man. He's a heavyweight. And he wasn't a heavyweight before. I'm still in the same shape I was in when I was in high school, when I was fighting. I'm in fighting shape right now. Are you? You don't look like it. And now you got to keep that stupid ass afro. Either way, I got distracted. So we made a hit record, a fun one, because no one else is entertaining me. It's called It's Too Basic, AKA Cheap Teeth, AKA Cinnamon Doodoo. Period.
What's up, this Cam?
Cinnamon Doodoo, nigga. That nigga going in on Jay, bro. That nigga wasn't having this. Cinnamon Doodoo. Fredo. He talking to Fredo then with the big cheek.
Organized,
big cheek,
a lot of things happening. The real estate is taking up a lot. But we're doing so many things, I couldn't tell you everything at one time. So at this point, I'll just answer your questions. Because I did talk a lot, if you're even still there, because I haven't said anything in a while.
I'm here for sure, Dave.
I gave you some clip. I gave you some nice clipping stuff.
Off your chest.
Pause. That's not everything. That's just this vertical. It's like therapy, right? I love it. You know what else is pissing me off? That Charlamagne did all that shit on the radio, and when I made the announcement, or when BET made the announcement, the Breakfast Club called BET, and then they verified it, and then they did not make an announcement.
Wait, hold on. So, and what was this about, your BET show?
Yeah, the OG stories that I said I was doing, and then they said I wasn't.
Damn, man, that sound like Charlamagne, man. He calling and verifying and getting information on DJ Academics, Drake, and who running this channel and shit and all this bullshit. Then these niggas actually did some real work. They called BET to make sure Damn Dad got the show. He cussed out Charlamagne about. And they confirmed and they done disappeared. They didn't even say the name. My nigga Dame was telling the truth. Oh, you called him a bald-headed girl, man. I mean, he do be acting like a bald-headed girl, man. Bald-head scallywag, man. Ain't got no hair in the back, man.
So
when we made the announcement,
they tried to verify it through BET, got it verified, and then didn't report the story.
Nope.
But they were gonna report it if it was fake.
Exactly.
Damn. That's dirty.
I mean, they're dirty. And when I asked BET, the Breakfast Club, Hot 97, they don't want any interviews. They won't do any press. They've all declined. This is what BET told me. Right now, I'm in the algorithm heavy. Who would not want to interview me? You know, in business, you have a fiduciary, unwritten law, obligation to do what's in the best interest of the business, not personal. So if they're doing that, it might be a cause of action there.
It's personal, for sure. Let me ask
It's
you
also
something, man.
illegal. Also illegal, allegedly.
Yeah.
But I would like someone that, because, Charlamagne, or any one of y'all.
How could something be allegedly illegal? That you don't want to talk to somebody because y'all don't like that nigga. Didn't everybody in hip hop do that shit to 6ix9ine? Didn't everybody? Didn't even Apple Music and Spotify? Didn't even they say we don't want to fuck with this nigga? And then playlist his music and shit. I don't think I don't think that's illegal. Allegedly, I don't know.
That's up there. How come you haven't said one word about OG stories? Just like you didn't say one word about Farrakhan's birthday. They only report devil news, allegedly. They never report godly things when people like us, good people, are doing well. But if someone is accused of being the devil, like Jay-Z, and I just said your name, I'm calling you out, say something. That's not talking about somebody. I'm talking to you in front of everybody. I'm punking you. So what I'm saying is, if Jay's been accused of stuff, but automatically every time you could clip it up and go back, he always jumps out and fixes it. He's a fixer, allegedly, just based on what I see.
Allegedly?
Just look at it. Why is it every time, down to that stupid rap, everything he says, I'm sure, I want to see how he's going to clean up Jay trying to sell Reasonable Doubt in Target and getting boycotted. Like, why wouldn't you do that? So when I put out Black Rock, pause. And by the way,
let me break down that story for him, Dame, for the people who might not know. So Jay-Z is re-releasing Reasonable Doubt.
Now that I don't own any of it.
Now that you don't own it, and I believe it's a 30-year anniversary, and he's gonna put it in Target. Now, he's getting backlash because recently Target pulled back their DEI programs.
That means
yeah, what? Yeah, tell us what the hell it mean, man. Why would he just put it in one store?
there were programs where they gave real estate to black people, no matter what. When Trump got in office, certain people were allowed to say we don't have to hire no more. And he's back with them. It's the same thing with the Barkley. Y'all thought he owned it, but he just, allegedly made it okay for everyone to kick Brooklyn native black people out. And then he just walked away. Let me ask you, when do you get to walk away from a team without selling your equity in it? How does that just happen? No one even wonders. And now they got everybody.
Well, yeah, I never did hear about him selling no team. That shit crazy.
Looking at the NFL, so they let him walk across. He walks across the field like an owner, and he owns nothing. He's the best, probably the lowest paid employee out there, but because they let him pretend it's his, he acts like it is his. And then for that, they pat him on his back and give him a check. And y'all don't say shit about it. He did the same thing with Cristal. Don't drink Cristal. Let's drink whatever champagne, and then goes and sells it to a white man. I don't get how y'all so gullible. Y'all stupid. And you know why? Because everyone that's just like, that's devil worship to me, allegedly. And now they
don't call us the devil now.
But he just, allegedly made it okay for everyone to kick Brooklyn native black people out.
DEI programs.
That means there were programs where they gave real estate to black people, no matter what. When Trump got in office, certain people were allowed to say we don't have to hire no more. And he's back with them. It's the same thing with the Barkley. Y'all thought he owned it, but he just, allegedly made it okay for everyone to kick Brooklyn native black people out. And then he just walked away. Let me ask you, when do you get to walk away from a team without selling your equity in it? How does that just happen? No one even wonders. And now they got everybody looking at the NFL, so they let him walk across. He walks across the field like an owner, and he owns nothing. He's the best, probably the lowest paid employee out there, But because they let him pretend it's his, he acts like it is his. And then for that, they pat him on his back and give him a check. And y'all don't say shit about it. He did the same thing with Cristal. Don't drink Cristal. Let's drink whatever champagne, and then goes and sells it to a white man. I don't get how y'all so gullible. Y'all stupid. And you know why? Because everyone that's just like, that's devil worship to me, allegedly.
What's up? This Cam Capone. If you want to hear these interviews,
The devil worship allegedly, man. Y'all doing what the rappers say do and shit. But he want to tell you to go watch the show. So we go watch the motherfucking show on BET. The OG stories, paid in full, whatever called all that by Jay Black. Is we gonna be devil worshiping this shit then? Oh nah. It ain't, and that's only when we follow Jay-Z. Only when we follow Jay-Z is it just allegedly devil worshiping. Allegedly.
Wait, I got distracted. So we made a hit record. A fun one. Because no one else is entertaining me. It's called It's Too Basic, aka Cheap Teeth.
Cheap tea. That's what you call fun, dog. What's up with it, Keith Neal? KT Neal. Cheap tea. Man, why that's we having fun with that? We having fun with this shit, nigga. Cheap tea.
Cinnamon doodle.
Cinnamon doodle.
Period. And I know it's going to trigger people. And if you're dumb enough to take it serious and not enjoy it and be like, oh, Dame rapping, blah, blah, blah. Cam's so stupid, Fredo, that he gets on my Instagram. He's like, oh, this is embarrassing. Yo, Fredo, throwing you around. Whether that's a skit or not, that's embarrassing. Letting them throw you around with your legs dangling and all that shit. I don't know if that was real, but I wouldn't even play like that. That's embarrassing. No one's throwing me around. No one's picking me up, smacking me around. What deal did you sign where it's cool to get beat up, whether it's a skit or not? Because you always get beat up. In Honor Up, the scene was killed your sister, and you was in jail with him, and you didn't even know how to act. You acted like, oh, that's okay.
On Honor Up. But I said that was the worst movie that y'all ever did, man. Maybe we shouldn't judge his acting from that. Dang. I said that was the worst movie that y'all ever created.
Okay, and walked out. All of us was like, oh, he's soft. Pause. This nigga don't even know how to act tough when a nigga kills his sister, snitches on him, and gets in the jail cell. He's still cool. Anyway, so I want y'all to enjoy my creative musical vertical. I made the first record on the from the Catskills CEO Country Club, and also I'm really so check that out. Yeah, I don't know if y'all want to premiere it or whatever, but I gave a little sample. But also in the same time, I have a TV show coming out. A TV show, OG Stories, first season, My Paid in Full. So if we rewind to when we were at the Breakfast Club and everyone was making these announcements that Cameron and 50 were doing Paid in Full.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll, because I'm calling them out now, go to Eminem and ask someone to give them some money to act like they're starting it. But I don't see nothing. They've been quiet. If you have to wear a stupid suit and put on big teeth every day and show up and get thrown around by wrestlers with, how do you have time to produce? I don't see you making any Paid in Full anything. But I already have the docuseries coming out on BET, distributed by Paramount, tomorrow. Where's your motion? All I've seen you do, I've just seen your legs dangle. Now you let your legs dangle. You're a dangler. Pause.
Wasn't even dangle. You got knocked out.
Don't let a man make your legs dangle, pick you up and throw you around. Whether you...
He didn't even let his leg dangle, man. He got knocked out. Nigga was asleep on the floor. I'm like, damn, how he jacked him up and
Playing or
sleep
not.
him, man.
Don't be the victim. But now you're going to be the victim because we're publicly going to show who's more creative and who's going to have a more wealthy life. Because sitting in a room is not wealthy to me. Not helping anybody is not healthy. Smelling Larry, nasty ass breath. Someone goes, you don't want to be in a room because you know Larry's not healthy. Allegedly. And all y'all do is gossip now. But I'm out actually, I don't do podcasts for a living. I do them when I feel like it. It's not my business model. So, my Paid in Full, first season, OG Stories on BET. And don't think it's going to stop. I'm out here right now with Billy from Indy. I'm doing their Paid in Full. I'm out here right now with Dennis from Detroit that makes movies. And we got Ben and Chuck and they're
How
paid
many
in full.
paid in full?
We got Sin's paid in full. We got Nicky Licky's paid in full. Everything is someone's version of what taught them to survive and what they learned to get where they had to go. That's what Paid in Full is. I don't have to buy the rights for that. I'm not going to have somebody Johnny me, tell me what to do, fire me, because 50 got fired from that show. Allegedly. And then he teases his actors when he gets fired and he can't do shit with the show. Allegedly. So I want to see it. I think everybody's broke. I came back to the city, no disrespect, but I didn't know it was that broke. See, I'm a certain kind of broke. But the broke other people that broke, I'm not that broke. I'm not that kind of broke. No motion. Like if you're going to live day to day, and you living in the projects, and you are working for the devil, you're in hell. That's it. It's funny, there was an executive that, because they have no choice but to do what they're told, I'm not going to say their name or what company, but they got highly offended because I was like, she was making excuses for the overall bigger corporation. I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I feel sorry for you. Because even though you're a righteous woman, you're working for the devil, and you're still going to end up in hell. That shit triggered us so bad. It hurt us so bad. But it's the truth. Just because you are a good person, that means you're conscious.
I mean, the only person you done called the devil is Jay-Z now. So it ain't real hard to figure out what company and what CEO you talking about, but keep going, James. Fuck it, run it, man.
If you're taking money from the devil for survival, then you're helping him build hell. You don't think there's any karmic recourse for that? You don't think you're going to hell if you take the devil's dollar? Look at all of these old ass niggas that have to go back to pitch your nickels. Go back to niggas is wearing wigs right now, allegedly. Like. That's what it looks like. So anyway, there's a lot going on. There's a lot for me to organize, a lot of things happening. The real estate is taking up a lot. But we're doing so many things, I couldn't tell you everything at one time. So at this point, I'll just answer your questions. Because I did talk.
I run BGE forever. Do the dash, nigga, foot to the pedal. I run BGE forever. Do the dash, nigga, foot to the pedal.